I designed the course with two-stage framework. The phase 1, from the first week to week 8, we designed the course with engaged learning. That the students will have their student-centered learning with our two major platforms that I will show you about our learning environment for the students, their active learning. And the second part is from week 9 to week 16 that I will show you our flipped classroom. So that's today we show that how can we the students can from the flipped classroom to make their collaborative learning. Flipped classroom that we have the course activity that the student need to make the group presentation first. Then is my discussion. Make a discussion. So here's our flipped classroom. Then before the class, I so hope that the student can study the module first, and also the AWS course they have videos. And also I told you that they can study the materials, read the materials at home. Then we have the group of presentation. They need to prepare the palette. And I make the 5 sessions for them to fill the palette template. Then here you can see that they make the presentation. Then I will have the discussion. Then finally we'll have a quiz. And next week we will have a conclusion about all the palettes. So here I show you that you can also in my website. Here I show you that in my website here you can see that we have the learning methods. I told you that including engaged learning, classroom, and the peer review. So next week we'll do the peer review. So all the palettes. And the palettes I show you that the palettes. The palette for module 6. Module 6. The palette for module 7. The palette for module 8. And the palette for module 9. And today, my module for module 10. So next week we'll do the peer review for the modules. And then you can find all the modules from the course, the students providing course material looks. Here, I can make the student outcomes. So all the palettes you can see that I have the learning outcomes. You can check the in our website. So here I give you my the website can check. Also, I'm so proud of all my students that they make the contributions to all the study. From module 5 to module 10, you can check it here in the website. And so here we are doing the flipped classroom. So right now is the second part. Well, is our palette templates, and then today's the module 10, auto scanning and the monitoring.
Good morning, everyone. Today our group is going to be doing a presentation on AWS auto scaling and monitoring. So let's start with the learning objectives. We're going to be understanding what AWS auto scaling is. So we'll be learning what auto scaling is and why it is important in cloud computing. And we'll understand how AWS automatically adjusts resources based on traffic and demand. And we'll also be able to identify the benefits of autoscaling, such as high availability, better performance, cost optimization, and fault tolerance. And we'll also be able to understand the difference between dynamic scaling, predictive scaling, and scheduled scaling.
Okay, so you have to know how the four benefits is high availability, performance, optimization, full tolerance, four benefits. And the three, you have to know the difference between what is dynamic scaling, predictive scaling, and scheduled scaling. That are the key for the modules. Right? Continue.
Next up is monitoring. We'll be able to learn the role of monitoring in AWS environments, and we'll also understand how monitoring tools track the CPU usage, network traffic, memory usage, and also the application health.
Okay, so in this module, we have to learn the three services. The first is called Amazon CloudWatch Alarm, and the CloudTrail are the three services. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so in essence, AWS monitoring allows administrators to track the application's health and identify issues before they even reach the users. Next up, we have the section which is core concepts. So let's go on. What is AWS autoscaling? So autoscaling automatically increases or decreases resources depending on the workload demand of the project. So the key components include the launch template, which defines the EC2 instance configuration, and then ASG, which is short for autoscaling group, which maintains the desired number of instances, and then we have the scaling policies, which are the set of rules that trigger the actual actions. For example, let's take an online shopping website during a sale. During the time of the sale, there will be high traffic, and we need to accordingly increase or decrease the load and manage resources. Here we have the types of scaling. There's three main types, and the first one is dynamic scaling, where it automatically reacts to real-time changes. And then we have scheduled scaling, where resources are scaled at fixed time intervals based on predictable demand. And then we also have predictive scaling, where machine learning is used to forecast traffic patterns. Next up is CloudWatch, which is the core tool of AWS monitoring. And the main features of CloudWatch includes collecting performance metrics and creating dashboards, sending alerts to users, using alarms, and storing logs for analysis. And the common metrics that are tracked are the CPU utilization, disk read and write, network in and out, and also status checks. Here we have alarms and notifications in CloudWatch. So for example, let's say the CPU usage exceeds by 80% and we want to send an alert to the user. We can do that through email, SMS, or push notifications. And we can also trigger auto-scaling based on the rules that we set for CloudWatch alarms.
So you can see this, the figure shows that how can you use the CloudWatch to do the so-called alarm and the notification. That I have the learning outcomes. Also here you can see this is the student presentation for module 6. Here is the student's presentation for module 7. Here is a presentation for the module 8. Here is a presentation for module 9. And here's the presentation for module 10. Module 10. So you can see here. So I think that from the palettes you can see the treatment for the students about the module. I think that everyone can find, oh, this module I contribute a lot for this module. Then I think that they will let the students to engage into at least they need to make their study. I show you that in the AWS Academy course. Okay, thanks all of your support for our course.